Hey Ratbags, it's Jade with another Tribes of Midgard video. Of course, Tribes of Midgard is coming to Xbox and Switch. I told you guys about that last week, but there was a huge revamp with survival mode, and we got a whole bunch more info with some interviews with gaming outlets and the community stream that the Tribes of Midgard devs Northfell did yesterday. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of everything new and what to kind of expect for the Xbox and Switch launch. Really going to be supporting this game big time in August when it launches on the 16th. So Sydney and Alice, part of the community team at Northfell, streamed yesterday, and they're going to be doing more streams. They've got a big one in fact coming, not this Friday but the Friday after, and that's where we most likely will get a little look at the upcoming Season 3. Also, it's celebrating their 1 year anniversary. I was doing other stuff, so I was trying to keep an eye on the chat and hearing any questions. So I will leave the links to the VOD on YouTube if you want to check it out for yourself. But there were some great answers from Sydney and Alice here too. So Season 3 of Tribes of Midgard, completely free, don't have to pay anything extra, but when you do buy the game either on Xbox or Switch, you'll have basically another additional boss to go and fight, some brand new kind of runes that give you perks and buffs, and basically lots of revamps. In fact, there's a whole bunch of stuff going into this update that coincides with the launch of Xbox and Switch, so you're going to get Tribes of Midgard pretty much at the best time to play it. For PlayStation and PC fans that have already loved Tribes of Midgard, well, you're going to be looking forward, of course, to the new biome and a new saga boss, which does look to me like it's Sutra. I think that's how you say it, the sort of god of the underworld. This was one of the screenshots they shared off a few months ago, but Game Sutra has also published some more decent pictures recently, and it looks fantastic, the new biome. So everyone's going to be able to run around this new biome. You'll have to find it obviously first. From the blog, we know that we're going to be finding these kinds of outposts, and I think this might be what this is, and we have to basically stop them or destroy them or take them over before unlocking maybe the key to the Sutra dungeon. I really like the design of these though. It reminds me again a little bit of the aesthetic of Tribes of Midgard. It's not a flat out just old ancient Viking survival game, kind of almost like a technological feel to it, the art style. And they've shown that in some of their pets they've had, where you could have like a robot that was kind of, I think, basically inspired by something from Borderlands. We've obviously got brand new mobs or variations of the mobs that we see. These ones obviously infused with lava and firepower more. You can find these types of mobs. I think they are the Brennelfar in Tribes of Midgard already, but I think these are slightly different, or they're going to be certainly more elite versions. And yeah, you can really see just running around these kind of little plimps here, or stones. I guess maybe totems. So yeah, obviously a bit of a challenge getting through. And this looks to be like a variation of the Lindworm, obviously same sort of shape where it's going to do damage with its tail, but obviously much more fire damage. So yes, no more fearing for the cold, although it still will be a feature of the game. You're going to have to worry about hot stuff as well. And these little balls as well, these kind of look like goblins to me that we've already got in the game, but again just reskinned, which I don't mind. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. As long as they've got different abilities, I'm all for it, and they certainly look different. So a brand new biome to go with everything else that has been added to Tribes of Midgard already, like the boats and being able to go and take on the Sea Serpent saga boss, as well as the original Fenrir saga boss, Wolf. So what about actual new details? Well, the survival mode's getting revamped, of course. We're going to have up to 50 different levels now, or perks that you can unlock with your class basically, and it's going to have a much more chilled experience. You're not going to be doing the same thing that you would do in Tribes of Midgard, defending your village in the middle of the map. This time you'll be able to build anywhere you want and not worry about giants coming to destroy it. They're also getting rid of the Fimbul, which is basically the everlasting winter that kicks in around day 14, and that seems to be something that's going to be made go away in survival mode. Here you can see some of the new stuff. We've got the Allfather Forge, which they've shown off before. Looks to be some sort of crafting bench or fireplace next to it as well, and then we've got two beds which look really super tiny from this angle, or maybe they're just like lounges to sit on, I'm not too sure. But yeah, you can see you'll be able to build. It is going to be different. I know a lot of people might not be used to be building in this way, like upwards and stuff, but it does look great. I've always felt like it'd be cool, and it does look like we'll have access to maybe stone buildings and stone fortifications as well as wood. Judging by the actual bits that are on top of the actual wood here, you can see the stone fence and stuff like that. They're calling it Construction 2.0, so I imagine a lot of this stuff we will maybe have in the Saga mode as well, but maybe not just the full base building, but certainly maybe a little bit more in terms of fences or defensive traps to put down to help us defend against the giants and the Hellthings. Apparently they've been testing and you can build it pretty high, maybe not all the way up to space, but certainly quite high, so you could have a decent sized traditional Viking home if you want one. It's not going to be just some sort of flat, weird, 1 square high building. Sydney also said that they think the giants will respawn. They've got 100% confirm it, but that would make sense since obviously it's going to be more chilled experience. You do need some danger. I don't want it to be just a creative mode where you only face off against the normal minions, so it'd be great to also go against some of the giants, and so hopefully you'll have to find them now. They won't come to your base unless you're really unlucky and you've built right directly in one of their paths. You will have to go and search them out and take them on. And if I heard rightly, I swear I heard them say that saga bosses will be included in survival mode in the future too. Maybe I got that wrong or something, but I swear I heard or saw that somewhere that they're going to be adding that so you can take on the saga bosses in survival, which up till now I don't think you can. So because they're fleshing out these survival modes, you're going to have 50 more blessings, effectively perks or skills for your class. If my memory serves me rightly, right now I think you can only get about 10 skills max out of 15 options available maybe. So that's still going to be the same for the saga mode. You will still be limited, you won't be able to go above that 10, but they are reworking a lot of them blessings. So a lot of the classes are getting basically rebalanced or retooled or given new abilities. So it means I'm going to have to redo all of my guides where I showcased all of the classes, which is a good thing because it gives me some new content to make. In one of the images from Masatsu, I can't say that one, you've got the new spear on show. Look at it, it's got like a flame tip to it. Sydney did say there is going to be new legendary weapons, and I imagine most of them will be just spears though. I don't think they're going to be rebalancing or redoing much with any of the other weapons themselves. Although the roadmap does point to combat changes as well, and apparently going to get stats, we'll be able to maybe see more about what each weapon and armor actually does in a better way, or I'm kind of hoping it'll give us a breakdown of how many creatures we've killed, especially for the survival mode. I feel like that would be pretty cool to check how many deer you've slaughtered, etc. Also great to see all the new runes that are incoming as well. These have been shown on social media, like the Bowler Weaver, which does additional projectile low damage but also freezes enemies in place. Chef's Kiss, increase healing from meals and potions by 50%. And then we've got Mimra's Well. Defeated enemies have a 20% chance to activate a well power that pulls everything towards it. Then it explode doing high dark damage. And one of the final ones they've got Night Owl. Chance to harvest night materials from resources regardless of the moment of the day, 50% chance. So a lot of these suggestions have come from the Discord community, so it's great to see. All in all, it's great to see. Tribes of Midgard is really turning into a fantastic game. I always thought it was decent, but it did have its flaws. Notably, it was just simply too hard, especially for solo players. And the old survival mode was simply just maybe a bit too OP. You never really get a chance to chill and learn how the game really functions until you really put some serious time into it. But now with the new survival mode, where you won't have to worry about being attacked or the cold getting you as much, it really will be a great example of how to play the game before you start jumping into the saga modes, which are that more timed experience. Apparently the achievement's going to stay the same for 100 days of survival. It just means it will be maybe a little bit easier or more balanced. So finally I might be able to actually do 100 days of Tribes of Midgard, since I really could not do it when it first came around. The old survival mode just simply was too tough. It got too cold. The hellthings attacking your base, the giants attacking your base got stronger and stronger. It was a real endurance test. You had to be like an expert at the game. It's great stuff. I'll be covering everything that goes on in next week's special anniversary stream. Any more details and first looks, I'll deliver it to you all on the Saturday after. The pre-order is up for Xbox already, but I don't know if they're going to have one for Switch, and go and check it out now. Great little game, cheap as chips. Absolutely give it a shot if you're a survival fan or a Viking fan. And I'll be all over it with brand new guides for Season 3 and to help out all the Xbox and Switch noobs. Until then, laters ratbags.